Yes, I'm only a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill. Okay, let me get this going. Authorize this app. Get that back cracking. Here we go. We up. Cool. What's the deal, dog? Can't make all that noise.
Another day, another beating.
Okay, here you go. Listen. You say I crip too much. And the damn thing left to do was crip. 19 say I crip too much. And the damn thing left to do was crip. Community revolution in progress. Chasing riches is a process. Crazy riders at the show. Classy records I pursue. Checking revenue in perpetuity. Convincing rats is involved with sin. Man, respect is the plan. Chunky revolvers out my pants. Committed, relentless, intellectual, prosperous. They gave my nigga Nip love posthumous. God bless me. Not even Wimby blocking it. Not even Brimble breaks. Chitty, bang, bang. Nothing but a G-thigh. Crippin' out Brooklyn. Hopping on that C train. Shout out to the Diamond. Red P gang. On niggas' neck like the rash from a cheap time. Like Tuesday, I crip too much. And the damn thing left to do was crip. Like Tuesday, I crip too much. And the damn thing left to do was crip. So I'm gonna do a video like Schoolhouse Rock.
Okay.
Tells the story of the sea.
Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. That'll be cool.
That'd be fun. That's all right. That's cool. That's what we gonna do. No, like
you have to make it really, really geared, at least optically speaking, like very geared for like looking like children's video content. And I think if you make it look very geared for children's video content, it'll piss enough people off that they think that that's what you're trying to do on purpose.
Oh yeah, they'd be like you glorifying it.
Yeah, or you're trying to market this to children.
Yes. Oh, that's what we have to do. So we have to.
There goes those masks.
Yes. No, we have to be right. Like it has to be like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a very friendly, cartoony, happy
idea of
That's it.
Yeah. I like that. I wonder if Trap coming today.
I don't know. King's in the building. That's all that matters.
That is true.
What's up, Player Pete?
My man.
King
I told you I'm here.
In the building.
I didn't believe you. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm waiting for him to wake up and come. He gone somewhere. Just don't even say nothing.
I can't run no more.
You can't run no more.
No more.
So I had an epiphany today, right? I had a crazy epiphany. My epiphany was like we messing up when we marketing, right? It's like we keep trying to market a product, right? We keep trying to market a product when to market a product, you don't promote the product. It's weird. Well, how do I explain this? Because it's like
you're marketing an experience, or you need to market an experience.
Okay. People buy the product, but you don't. Me and Joey were just talking about this, and I be on Joey and them all the time. I'm like, look, man, we're trying to replicate. You know what I mean? We're trying to replicate what a building of people do with a handful of people. Right? Like, remember, Interscope is 6 floors of, hundreds of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They do 3 marketing meetings every day. Every day, 3 conference calls every day.
Okay. Do they actually do any work, or do they just meet to discuss the potential of doing any actual work?
No, they work, but remember, they have a lot more products. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot more things. But I was talking to Joey, and I was saying it hit me, right? And this is why it's important that we talk 3 times a week about marketing, because I realized why you need so many marketing conversations. You know what I mean? When you're marketing, an idea. So it's like talking to Joey, it hit me. I was like, damn,
So like marketing isn't quite, hey, I have a Pepsi.
No, you got to market every area differently.
No, you're looking at it differently, right? It's like marketing is not to say Pepsi. Marketing is the choice of the new generation. That's marketing, right? Promotion is when I tell you, if I'm Pepsi, I say, hey, my beverage is the choice of the new generation.
Mm-hmm.
Publicity is when somebody else tells you, hey, Pepsi is the choice of the new generation. Advertising is when you pay for somebody to tell people Pepsi is the choice of the new generation. But the marketing is not Pepsi itself. The marketing is choice of the new generation. So instead of telling people, hey, I have a song, or like, let's say Tupac Must Die, right? Everybody knows that I'm a Crip. Mm-hmm. Now, my job is to keep branding myself as a Crip so that everybody know. I mean, the whitest, oldest lady in America should know, if nothing else, she's like Glasses Malone, that's that Crip guy. That should be the first thing that lady know. Before she even know that I'm a rapper, she should know that's that Crip guy.
Okay. That happened. That one lady didn't know you did music, but knew you were a Crip in the comments from the other day.
Exactly. That's facts, right? So it's like, that's what I've been pushing with my brand, right? It's like, you need to know that I'm a Crip, and you need to know that I am from the West Coast.
Okay.
Right. And then, so now marketing is when it's not Tupac Must Die. Hey, I have a new music video. The marketing was, quotation marks, Tupac deserved to die. That's the promotion. That's what you promote. That's what you advertise. And that's what you bring publicity to. That's what you take public. You don't take the music video. You attach the music video to the marketing. And talking to Joey just made me really remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, the first thing you want to do is, like, I'm finna put out a song, right? It's a lot of fans on Twitter that's mad. They upset. Oh, they mad at Glasses, right? Because it's people, you know, I'm making fun of their favorite rapper, even though their favorite rapper is successful and he would be just fine. They don't like that. They don't like they have to deal with the shame of me teasing them. Mm-hmm. And so they're showing me that they will engage with me if I tease them. Mm-hmm. They're showing me that they will engage with me if I tease them.
If you give them attention.
If long as I tease them, they are showing me, hey, you can have our attention.
But that's always been true about adolescent girls.
He's stupid.
No, for real though, because look, right? It's like it's more than that, right? It's not as simple as that. It's like power, right? To power anything. Mm-hmm. To power anything, you have a plus terminal and a negative terminal, right? You need positive and negative energy to create power. The ground is more important. The ground is more important than the actual, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
positive energy.
Yeah, I understand.
Like if you have like a hydraulic setup in a car, like it's one hot wire. Man, it's a grip of grounds. The ground is everything. Mm-hmm. The negative energy. So it's like my whole career, I've benefited from just people supporting how good I was at the craft, at the talent, even when I was ignorant to what needed to happen.
That was the positive energy.
That's all positive energy.
So now you need the negative energy.
Yes. You need a group of people, right? You need, they call them grounds. They say negative things to you. You think about it, it works the same way as a ground. Mm-hmm. They say negative things to you. That is things to keep you humble and make you remember whatever success is. I have 2 gold singles, but it's not successful enough. Mm-hmm. That's ground. They keep you grounded so you could always never think you're too big for the program. But if I antagonize them with content, they have no choice but to engage. And then the engagement is what makes you a part of what people say the algorithm or YouTube's marketing. This is what we're suggesting to people because this is showing that you will engage with this content. Yeah. It will disturb you enough to keep you present on our app. So it's like, so if I'm gonna shoot a video for Wanted with the video, right? Mm-hmm. I know I have to poke fun at Drake. The idea just happens to work because I'm already doing an idea that could work, but he wasn't a part of the idea at all.
Until now.
You know what I mean? But now it's like, I'm doing this like, oh, I could just throw that in there because it's going to force them. And then now the marketing becomes multiple things. The marketing becomes the West Coast is on trial. The marketing also become, and Glasses is making fun of Drake. And then, so now, if that's the marketing, Glasses, or let's say they say Glasses disses Drake, even though there's no diss in there about him, it's just me poking fun at him and his court thing, suing over a diss record. But it's like, if I put him on the stand in the video and he pointing and shit, and then you roll it out like Glasses, this is Drake, you actually promote that. Y'all see y'all boy Drake on the stand? That's the tweet on the video. And then you put the video, that's the tweet. And then on the video, you put the video beneath it. Yo, boy Drake on the stand.
Well, I thought that's what you was kind of going through, when you did the cancel gear.
Yeah, but again, there was nobody, like, you can't antagonize people, people don't necessarily, the masses don't care about. You have to antagonize people that the masses care about. Right? You have to antagonize people that the masses care about. You can't antagonize people.
You need to re-drop, cancel these nuts then.
Well, the thing is, it'll circle back once I do all the stuff I'm doing, right? It's like, like that's what I realized with Pac. Like with Pac realized, like Pac really was never mad at Biggie. He was only competing with Biggie. He realized Biggie had ascended to a level of success that he hadn't reached yet. Like he was successful. He had singles that was hits. He was in films, but Biggie, like he went to jail and Biggie blew up. Like Biggie was everywhere. And this was a nigga that he, in theory, like was helping. You know what I'm saying? And he saw that, and they did, shout out to Puff. Puff and them did use his circumstances, his issue to market. Puff did use him getting shot to market a Biggie song, even though the two have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
It just happened to happen that way. And he understood he needed to use that. He understood he needed to use that to propel this song. So Pac saw that and was like, that's fucked up. Y'all niggas know I got shot over this shit with Jimmy Henchman, right? Why would y'all use that? I mean, why would you put that song out knowing this happened to me? Nigga, we fuck with each other. So he fixed it in his mind. He fixed it in his mind and said, okay, that's what we doing. When I come home, I'm finna cash in on all this shit. And I'm finna make myself the biggest motherfucker in the landscape. If you,
so I'm gonna say you set me up.
Huh?
I'm gonna run with your narrative that you want to run with right now. I'm gonna say you set me up.
And he never said it.
Yeah.
I mean, he never said it. He never said it. He never said you set me up. That's Pac always said. Y'all think we would be rapping if he got me shot? He would give everybody the tidbits in so many ways. Like, this ain't nothing real. They got the homie shot at, blah, blah, blah. Like, this how I'm rolling, because it's death row. But I'm telling you how, because our minds don't, me, Kendrick, his Nipsey, all our minds think alike. I'm telling you, we all think alike. I know it. So I know what he saw. I could tell by his book list that he decided that this was going to be a marketing move for him. He knew that this was going to launch him in the middle of the space. In his handwritten contract, he had two of the terms. Trap was a feature with Snoop Dogg and a beat from Drake. He knew in jail, he formulated this whole idea of going to death row. He knew what he was going to do. That nigga is a marketing master.
Yeah.
That was the greatest marketing play, because everybody to this day still think Big has something to do with this man getting shot. And he didn't say in multiple interviews, man, this dude that had nothing to do with me getting shot. He had interviews saying, man, we probably click up one day and do music. That would not be the sentiment if you got me shot.
Yeah.
He's spanking him because they use his circumstance to market their record. And he said, okay, well, I'm going to use all of this. How we playing? I'm going to use all of this shit. I'm going to use all of it.
So is that what the catalyst between the West and East really kicked off?
There was no real thing between the West and the East. All the rest
Well,
of
I'm
these
talking
people,
about that where they fabricated it from, like using that as the justification to do that.
I mean, yes, the media definitely took the low-hanging fruit of the conflict of, even though Pac in theory was a person born and raised on the East Coast until he got to high school. Pac is a West Coast act, but he had as much connections on the East Coast as he did on the West. Like people love Pac out there, like people love Pac here. But he also understood marketing enough, you feel me, to get like, oh, I need to use this momentum because now it'll be the force of the conversation. If you notice, he really had no gripes with Big. He knew Suge and Dog and them had gripes. See, Suge shit is different because, you know, they blame what happened
the JD shit.
with Jake. Yeah, they blame what happened to Jake on some shit with Bad Boy. I mean, I don't know. I ain't finna get into the depth of it, right? And Snoop had went to New York to shoot the New York video, right? That's not a diss song. That's really like, it's Philadelphia. It's corrupt. You know what I mean? This is an East Coast person that was born and raised here till he moved out here at 17, and it wasn't a diss. You know what I mean? So they was trying to get different people to come, and Big jumped on the radio station, kind of alerted everybody was shooting a video. Next thing you know, their video got shot up. So Pac knew that this stuff had happened, and it probably was, it's crazy to say because it probably wasn't as serious as it seemed. Like, I don't think genuinely Suge thought Diddy was a direct indication of what happened to Jake. He understood it was nuanced, and I'm sure, I talked to Dog. Dog felt like it could have been a little bit more. You know what I mean? It could have been a little bit more to what happened with Dog. But Pac saw that, and then he realized how they used what happened to him, knowing what it was over. It had nothing to do with them. They know he knew damn well he shot, you know, himself and blah, blah, whatever, right? They knew what happened. He knew what happened, his whole circumstances. He was like, y'all marketing. I'm going to market all this shit. And guess what? Trap, he ascends and becomes the hottest hip-hop artist at the time. Marketing 101.
Yeah, he did marketing so much. He even did marketing after death. You know what I'm saying? Within the whole Machiavelli shit and all that shit like that.
Crazy. That was like
crazy, man.
Down marketing. Like, nigga, you did not know you was gonna die. Niggas, the homie from Germany argued me the other day. He was like, man, Pac ain't dead. That's why he made the match. I was like, this nigga is incredible.
He even did marketing after death. Dude, that shit was crazy, dude.
Like, oh, you thought you would have made that album? And nigga, that, you know, Machiavelli was popular because he died. He faked his death. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Say he alive.
Why not?
Yeah.
So, No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here at noon Pacific Standard Time on Digital Soapbox. Click the thumbs up button. Let everybody know you're in the house. Twitter, for some reason, is acting crazy, so the stream ain't going on Twitter. It's just YouTube and Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, share this post. You know what I mean? Like it, let everybody know you're in the house. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. We're about to start season 5. Take it up a notch. But we do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. If you look below, it's a link. Subscribe to it. It's the 5th season. We're going to go to another level. We're going to do some shit. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. And we off. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I realized. Like, Pac took that moment and started to market himself. I'm sure he had some minimal discontent. You know what I'm saying? I know we see some discontent. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. You see discontent, right? I'm sure Pac was, you know, he felt some kind of way about some small things that happened between him.
But you said the negativity has to be there for that positive to be able to.
Well, you can't power
the energy.
Yeah, you have to.
So it's got to be.
Is that fair,
there.
Pete? What's the law?
The law in what sense?
What's the law on energy when it comes to positive and negative energy? What's the law? Is there a law?
I mean, it seeks equilibrium. So that's why, like, if you charge something, you create an ionic imbalance, and then you can, you know, pull from that as you bring it back down to zero.
Yeah. I gotta go get a dictionary for that, Pete.
No, so right, so So you need negative energy, right? Especially,
Let me ask this
remember,
question. Can you start a car if you take the negative cable off the battery?
even if it's loose, no.
See, that's what I'm saying. So you're going to need some type of negativity just to move that vehicle or move that market in.
This is the crazy part. Now, as a race car person, as a drag racing person, low riding person, the positive could be loose and the car fire up and drive. If that ground is loose at all, the car will not fire up.
So you got to have some negativity to move the market and to move the vehicle.
In theory, it's more important than positivity.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like on a car, if you loosen your positive, you can fire it up. And if it get a little connection on that terminal, the car start and drive. If that ground is a little loose, the car won't start. It won't have any power. It won't have enough power to do anything.
And society is based off of negativity now, what they want to see anyway.
Well, negativity just means unfavorable. But how could it be unfavorable if it's needed to generate power? How could negative energy trap be unfavorable if it's needed to generate power?
You just got to understand the concept of it.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? You got to be strong enough to survive it all. And you got to be okay. Something Lil Wayne told me, shout out to Toon, man. You got to be okay with being misunderstood.
Yeah.
That was one of the most important things. It made me get a lot shorter with my words. I stopped trying to explain things. And I realized every day that I try to explain shit to people, people are not interested in understanding what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They're more interested in being heard. I think people are really being ignored in real life. You know what I mean? Like people are going through something in real life and they don't have a voice. So like we was on ADHD yesterday. I'm taking a sabbatical from ADHD. Greatest hip hop platform. First off, look, greatest hip hop platform on social media. Greatest hip hop community. First, let's start there.
Okay.
I'm taking a sabbatical because I'm realized people are pumping themselves up by just arguing with me. Like they probably see me on platforms, they talking, and I'll say something that makes some perfect sense, and they'll just argue with me just for the sake of it. It just be crazy. And I'm like, no, this ain't one. Like I'll have an opinion, we can debate that, but like the fact is the fact. They be like, fuck that, I don't care, nigga. Y'all
think you know everything.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I just discovered this because I was reading it. Like I'll send trap shit. I'm sending trap shit about the first African American recorded artist in America. That's because I'm up in the middle of the night reading.
Who is that?
Ma Rainey. Right?
What kind of
1920.
Music? What kind of
blues.
Blues.
First recorded song from an African American is a blues song by a sister. You know what I'm saying? Or is it Mamie? It might be Mamie Smith.
But somebody argued that though.
Huh?
Somebody argued with you about that?
No, not that.
Oh.
So it's like, the point is you need negative energy to power it. That's why gangster rap is more successful than conscious rap, which is why this is part 2 of that conversation. You like how I did that?
Yeah. Just got it back around.
It's top notch. Because I should be on like ESPN because of CNN. That was top notch. Because that spin back, but that's the point, Pete.
Yeah, very professional.
That's the point.
But we already knew that. We was talking about that in part 1, how the economics was playing in it. So marketing and all that's gonna be part of economics. So
well, it's like this, right? And this is where the conversation goes deeper, right? I'm gonna try to connect this thing one more time. Nope, still tripping. Okay, so it's tricky, right? Because I was talking to him about marketing of the product, right? It's a rapper in today's world would say, hey, I have a song, you should listen to it. In a time where there's 1 million songs. And so that they'll feel like that's marketing. Promotion is, hey, I have a song, you should listen to it. And when me and Joey Westside was talking about it, I'm like, oh, I get why that's not marketing.
Mm-hmm. What would you call that?
People don't want to, you can't sell people a product in today's time, right? You have to sell people an idea, a story. People buy product. You can't sell them product. Something simple like this, right? I was tripping. I was like, damn, like we incentivize fans to go to YouTube and stream our music. We put a music video there for them to stream it. We incentivize them to stream it there. Shout out to Leo Cohen, who from LA, you know what I mean? He used to promote one of the hip hop executive originals. But he went to YouTube and he told them, like, y'all don't got to pay these rappers that kind of money. There's more money in this. And so it made YouTube the least paying place when it comes to streaming music. Right? They probably 10 streams is 1 cent. Mm-hmm. Spotify might be 5 cents. Apple might be, somewhere near 8 cents.
That's a whole nother discussion, though. Huh?
Tidal is 10 cents.
Wow.
Right. So it's like
Amazon the most, they said.
Yeah, but no, Tidal is the most. And then Amazon is between Apple and Tidal. But it's like we incentivize fans to go there to the worst place to listen, to the least paying place, not the worst place, forgive me, that's the wrong term. The least paying place for business to listen in the belief that it's more people, circling YouTube. People are comfortable with YouTube. Mm-hmm. These are all lazy thoughts. All lazy thoughts. Like it hit me when they made the modern music video, MTV created it. The gold trap was it's a commercial for a record. Mm-hmm. If you like that record when you saw the video, the only way you could play that record or have that record on command is if you went and bought it. That's what a music video was. It's a commercial for a record. Right?
But now it changed.
Because now if you put the music video on YouTube,
they're going to sit there and watch it.
And I'm giving you the record. Yeah. This is where we hear music. It's on command now. In the worst place possible to stream fucking music. And then they got the audacity to not make you a part of their marketing, of what they're advertising, their algorithm, of what they promoting. Yeah. And then they saying, you got to tell other people to come see it here. So not only are you working them for them, they're paying you the least amount of money to work for them.
And to think they shut down Napster. Unfucking believable.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, that is it though.
Feel me? I was tripping off of this shit.
That's funny. You need to go tweet right now. YouTube is nothing but a jobs program for rappers.
And it's the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
But see, me being a gangster rapper and not a conscious rapper, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to make songs. Hey, Spotify, you're doing this wrong. Hey, YouTube, you're doing this wrong. You're not paying right. I'm going to do it the way the streets would do it. I'm going to take it. I don't care what y'all saying. Watch this. Oh, you don't want to help me? I'm not a part of your marketing? Watch how I rebel. You limit my resources with my intellect, my ability to create. You act like my voice ain't, like what I'm saying ain't got to be said. I'm going to rebel against you. I'm going to rebel against you. All I'm finna do is cut off. Okay, you're not making me a part of your marketing in the first place. That's what gangster rap does. Conscious rap is going to cry, protest. Oh, yeah. Gangster rap going to take it. Now, you could say, are they going to take it from somebody that look like them, somebody that don't look like them? They going to take it. If you don't want to be a good human being, if you don't want to be humane, you're going to get the work. You're going to get the work. That's why gangster rap will always trump conscious rap. Always. Conscious rap is a false sense of humanity. Gangster rap is nature. Conscious is a false sense of humanity. Niggas talking about praising Queen. They be the worst womanizers in the world. They love all the queens, but they ain't married none of them, but they fucking them all before they married them. Cap. Cap. You know what I like about NWA Fireman in the Revolution? That's nature. That's nature. That's nature. That's why I'm at with it. That's why I'm at with it. That's why I'm at right there with it. That makes sense, Pete? What you think?
Yeah, no, I was laughing at Sherry. That point that she's I think pushing back against a little bit is the best point so far of the day, in my opinion.
I agree.
Everybody talk about Queen and this and Queen that and lighting candles and expensive dinners. You already know.
So that's my point. That's where I'm at with it. I realized that going through this. I read that story about the first Black people to make recorded music. That lady died penniless. The first sister, it was a woman that had the first blues record. So the first African-American recording in America was a sister that was singing the blues. And they made sure to specify that lady died penniless. It took 40 years for them to put a tombstone on her grave.
Wow.
40 years. 40 years to put a tombstone on their grave. Conscious Rap can kiss my ass.
Oh boy, man, we back here now, B.
We never left.
You found a new way.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yes,
now that's the new best point of
Found
the
a
day.
new way to market gangster rap. Now.
Yes.
Okay,
I've
that's what I wanted to get
I've been
to.
putting trap on how I'm about to market gangster rap.
Okay,
Because gangster rap is no longer talking reality and rap songs.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm getting
Trap, it's about who you gangster.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think drill music is a subgenre from gangster rap?
No.
Why not?
It's a subgenre from trap music, from crunk and trap.
Why? Because of the sound?
The sound and where they
and
inspired
trap
from. They
is not a
didn't know
subgenre of gangster rap.
Huh?
No.
So
Maybe trapping.
so there's a sound of trap music?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thought I
But
had you
they're
there. Thought I
inspired
had
by
you there.
Waka Flocka Records.
And what they were saying?
They're
The
saying
aggression in the tone,
Yep.
the aggression in the tone and everything like that.
What's the definition of trap music then? Maybe people should understand that.
I can give you my idea of it, but I'm not sure.
What the definition of trap?
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable explaining trap music from a true scholar standpoint. I never studied it. Like I've just listened to it my whole life.
Okay.
Like I'm not one of those people. Like I heard hip hop my whole life, and I feel compelled to say I know hip hop.
Mhm.
Like I would need to go talk to T.I., Toomp, Gucci. I would need to go sit down with people and really Jeezy them and ask them a million questions. Go talk to Shorty Red and all of these people before I could feel scholarly.
They're gonna just say that it's about selling drugs in the trap house. And it's,
Yeah,
I don't believe that's what it is.
grimy.
I don't believe that's what it is, though. I believe it
I
goes
believe
to the
that's-
sound.
It's grimy.
I don't believe that's what they would say, Trey. That was just
I believe it goes to the sound. I
That was
believe it goes to the sound.
I
that was
have to
very
agree.
northern bigoted of you.
I have to agree with you though.
Oh,
That's
you just about selling dope in their abandoned house.
it was about being grimy.
Selling dope in a one-way street.
Trap
Man in
music
the house.
is
Jump
grimy.
out the window when the police come.
I
While
doubt
collard
Tip,
greens is cooking in the background. You know what I'm
I
saying?
doubt
Like shit like
Tip
that.
with all them $1,000 words would describe it that way. Mamie Smith is the first Black artist to ever make a recording. The first Black recording is a song by Mamie Smith. Well, no, this is the second Black recording. It's called Crazy Blues. It was 6 months after the first recording.
But
Mamie
she did
Smith
both.
died penniless.
See? Trap at the dope house. There you go.
I'm not.
I
finna
agree
do
with
that.
Gear. Mark Gear's
That's the
right.
trap. My name is Trap. I know what it is.
Shout out to Mark Gear. Isn't trap just a southern expression of gangster rap, same as drill is Chicago expression of tribalism? all of this is all just a spinoff of the message. People wouldn't call Wu-Tang a spinoff of gangster rap.
They were dropping lessons. That's why. They was dropping lessons, man.
Supremacy, bro.
Wu-Tang was for the kids, man.
Centric supremacy.
I ain't never hear them say gangster rap is for the kids.
Oh, because they didn't say that. I think I remember Ice Cube specifically saying, to all you kids looking up to me.
He did. He did. He did. Got me again.
See that supremacy? That supremacy
Got me
is crazy.
again.
Bro, this what I'm saying. Like the conversation stripped down is so simple that it's crazy that we even have to have some of these conversations. When you look at this shit bare bones, it make all the sense in the world. I can get how Dr. Dre, Marley Marl, Larry Smith, Ruben, Quick, you know what I mean, Cat, Pete, all these Primo, they were all great because they really were just inspired by life in Black music. Now you got a bunch of people today, even conscious rap is a joke. It's a joke. Fucking joke.
Well, who's really doing conscious rap in today's time?
I don't know. It's a fucking joke. It was always bad. I always felt like backpack rap was a way for people to get into the culture.
Backpack rap.
Yeah, because conscious and backpack rap is the same. Is that fair to say?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Different?
No.
Break it down, Trap.
Nah, backpack rap is like rapping, just like a person just rapping. Conscious rap, you gotta be rapping about, you know what I'm saying, political views, social issues, and shit like that. A backpack
like
rap,
bean
ain't
pie
rapping
rap.
Big pie rap.
Final call rap. You know what I mean?
I was just trying to get glasses to shoot his water out. It didn't work.
No.
I really thought I had a good chance to get you to cough up that water. I really thought I had like an outsider's chance on that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? No glasses.
Loosely, but
Like Grand Poopa was a backpack rapper.
Backpack rappers?
No.
Like,
No.
okay, even if all backpack rappers aren't conscious rappers, all conscious rappers are backpack rappers, right? Which conscious rapper wouldn't be a backpack rapper?
X-Clan wasn't backpack rappers.
They wasn't conscious.
Yes, they was.
X-Clan ain't conscious.
Yes, they was
Ain't conscious. Revolutionary is not conscious.
Boy. Yes,
Okay,
it is.
Bagging everything in one bag.
You bring everything in one bag.
You know, bags
is
is
conscious
Trap.
like awake.
They only 15 cents, Trap. We don't have to bag everything in the same bag.
And charging for bags is crazy, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying we can say they 15 cents, bro. Ball out.
I bring my own bags. Bring my own bags, man.
So let me get this right. So you're saying self-awareness of Blackness is conscious, but not self-awareness of Crippin'.
Hold on, I'll be right back. 1 second. Somebody at my door.
Okay. So we're saying, so shout out to the lunch table. Diamondback, Ruffin, Noka, CMC Ray, what's the deal? Lance, Diamondback, everybody, bro. Squish, I know you hear fire, wash up, cuz. Sherry, don't start talking crazy. Tia, what's the deal? Lance, Mark, all the homies, bro. Everybody at the lunch table. Everybody at the lunch table. Andre 3000 is not conscious rap. Outkast ain't conscious rap. What the man? Y'all gotta stop. Outkast is not conscious rap. What is, see, this is my point, and this is why I don't have these conversations. Because everybody gonna have this perspective of what's happening, what's going on. What am I missing, man? I know Outkast raps like the back of my hand. They aren't conscious.
That's not saying Goody Mob is conscious rap. I wouldn't.
They're not. That was just regular how black people from that area talk. They're not conscious.
Do you think Goody Mob was conscious?
No. Like, it ain't just gangster rap and conscious rap. There's things in the middle.
No, I think you're getting away with, though. You're getting away with the fact that nobody is purely, or you say Dead Preds are common conscious.
I agree.
People make conscious songs.
Now look at this
Know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Look at this shit with Sherry. Read it.
Kanye not a little conscious rapper. Kanye
See?
and D1 are definitely conscious rappers.
See?
No, Kanye not a little, he made a conscious
And
song.
D1 is not a conscious rapper.
I don't
You
know
can
about
disagree,
D1.
kid, it's okay. D1 is a gospel rapper. He's a religious rapper. His whole thing is based in faith. It's not based in conscious. Like awareness is different. Like Kanye is not a conscious rapper. What the hell are y'all talking about? He even referenced himself as a backpack rapper, and he's not a backpack rapper. This is what I be saying. This is why I don't be listening to the general public all the time, Trap, because people be saying crazy shit.
I need to correct Zach Lee. Zach Lee says Kanye was a fake backpack rapper. I think he was a designer backpack rapper.
That's a good. That's a good way right there to put it. Louis Vuitton
It's kind
dog.
of cool. A designer backpack rapper. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. No,
definitely
no.
was that.
I don't listen. I don't believe in the concept. Shout out to Fireman. Much love, Brody. This is my first time seeing you at the lunch table, man. Welcome, man. Grub up. So tell us who a conscious rapper is. Common is a conscious rapper. In my
Common,
mind.
Dead Prez, Black Star, those types of.
Lupe Fiasco is a conscious rapper in my mind, but I always looked at conscious rapper as backpack rapper. They are all conscious rappers are backpack rappers, but all backpack rappers are not conscious. Every conscious rapper is a backpack nigga.
No, because first off, you know why you can't really do that? Because first off, the backpack thing was something that started within like people went, but it was that was more so like looked upon in a negative light though. Before conscious rap was looked upon in a negative light though.
Yeah, but conscious or backpack ain't negative.
But backpack was what was backpack? Because you had a book bag on and you rapped.
Yes, you was a rapper.
Everybody you name it had a book bag on and they rap.
Iggity biggity niggas is backpack.
All right, here we go with the iggity biggity shit. Okay. Okay.
I said rappity pappity and iggity.
They wasn't boom bap.
You don't have to
boom. No, not boom bap, not boom bap. Dr. Pepper wasn't backpack. I mean,
Dr. Pepper is backpack. They had the dreads and everything. Bum stickity bum.
Oh boy. What's still at?
Still
What's still at?
First off, let me make sure everybody know that was still shit. Iggity biggity.
Yeah, that's Steele's greatest contribution ever.
Shout out to Gene. Gene made a great point. Backpack is placing style before subject. Facts. I'm actually in agreement with that.
I agree with that.
So how much weed and guns were in all those backpacks?
Backpack rapper. Oh no, conscious. No. Common is a conscious rapper. He's not a backpack rapper. Well, Conscious
was a b-boy. He was a b-boy before he was anything. He was a b-boy, then he came to the conscious man.
He's the real deal.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Is brother Cam, West Coast Cam, I wouldn't call Cam a conscious rapper.
They got some conscious rappers on the West Coast.
I mean, yes. I mean, but Ice Cube is okay. Again, we didn't have this conversation. This is the second part. If conscious means all positive, no, Cam is not a conscious rapper. If conscious is all positive, no, Ice Cube is not a conscious rapper.
Is there levels of consciousness?
I don't know. These people crazy. I don't know.
There's going to be levels of consciousness if we do a part 3.
Whoa. I think all artists, I think some artists, I'm saying make conscious songs, but not necessarily a conscious rapper though. I mean, there's too many rappers that just stay in that one lane.
I don't know.
You don't agree?
I don't know, man. I just think that this is
You made a conscious song?
I have a ton of conscious songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So would you consider yourself a conscious rapper?
But I've never had a song that wasn't conscious. Like I don't have songs that don't take into account full awareness of circumstances and what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
not meaning.
Everything I'm rapping about is very much a descriptive expression of what's happening. So I have songs that are a little bit more like when you talk about gangbanging, like a song like Car Wash that
Mhm.
You know, tell somebody that want to be a gangbanger, you need to go out and get a chamois because you're going to turn into a car wash.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they're going to bury you. You know what I mean? But that is not my East Side is just as conscious to me.
Mhm.
Like the video I shot in New York, right? We shot in New York with the Brooklyn Crips, with the homies. Like, that's all conscious. That's all aware of circumstances and what's happening. One tells you, hey, this, you could actually end up being a car wash. You know what I mean? Yo, homie, I'm from a land where a man's life is worthless. Every corner in my hood got a church or churches. Pro projects where little kids play shirtless and shoeless. And being toolless, get your ass murked quick. Even merchants be strapped inside their businesses. School call parents every day about attendances. But mama stuck because her son ain't interested in paper unless the paper got a flick of Mr. Benjamin Franklin. Hankies hanging down from my britches. Homies live life to get money, cars, and bitches. Oh, can't forget, lace they rivals up with stitches. Appetite for destruction. Taste so delicious. It's vicious. Back and forth we go. Where a head up fade turns into a funeral that might take a month if his family can't afford it. So this the car wash. Roll through, come support it. That's no more conscious than anything else I ever say. Like, conscious ain't just aware of consequence if you were caught for crimes. That's not just conscious. Conscious is also the possibility you could get away with said crime.
So that was a public warning.
Well, it's just
PSA, huh?
yeah, it's one circumstance of lots of circumstances.
Mhm.
There are certain homies that end up being car washed.
Mhm.
Right? Certain homies become car washes and certain homies don't.
Do they understand what you mean when you say car wash?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So car wash in Los Angeles is when your family don't have enough, people poor. So people don't have enough money, to bury you. So, they have a neighborhood car wash to raise the money for your funeral. So they wash cars.
So car wash equals death, basically.
Well, that's the metaphor.
It's like saying getting put
Right.
on a t-shirt.
Exactly. I'm about to say that.
You said what, Pete?
It's like saying getting put on a t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah. It's just kind of like shout out to No Cuz. It's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
It's a fundraiser. So it's like, I don't know, man.
But that's conscious to you.
Yeah, I don't think I have no songs that's not, even a song like I just made, Crip Harder, is conscious. Like, right? Even the song that I have now, Crip Harder, is conscious to me. I'm never high and drunk. I'm always aware of circumstance.
Mhm.
So I only talk about whatever I'm on right now, fully aware of what's happening. Like, it's not too many things that I participate that I'm ignorant in. Like, I just won't participate in it. You know what I mean? Like when Trap asking me right now about trap music, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really know. Now, that don't mean I probably heard more trap music than everybody else. But you're on mute, Trap. I haven't heard as much trap music. I probably heard as much trap music as everybody else, but like I don't feel comfortable enough to tell you I know enough about trap music. Like I don't. Like I never asked Tip what it mean. Like the times I talked to Tip, I never asked Mike or nobody from out there what does it really mean. I heard the songs, I saw the narrative pieces, I saw the stuff, but they brothers like Gucci, Jeezy, T.I., they brothers. I could talk to them. Tracks, Zay, rather, Shawty and them. Like I can get on the phone and call them. So I have no business telling them what it is without speaking to them. I don't care how many records I bought. I don't care how many documentaries I saw. I need to speak to them, and then I feel comfortable saying I
Because
get
they
what
lived
it is.
it.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, you come off ignorant like people talk about gangbanging and they talk about you killing over colors. Like as if you just turn 12 and you pick a flag. And you say, now you guys are my rivals. It's just ignorant. I mean, thinking hip hop is just a bunch of niggas spinning on their head and rapping around a bonfire. It's an ignorance. It's like you gotta
bro.
What? That's all the genetic terms.
You gotta stop, man.
What?
You gotta stop.
Trap don't believe that's what people think of hip hop.
No, you think that's what people think of New York hip hop? That's what you think. You think that's what people think of New York hip hop?
New York, all hip hop is New York hip hop.
That's what people think.
Yeah, they really think that niggas be out there spinning on their head on cardboard boxes, rapping around bonfires.
Because you guys still
At
do
one
that.
point they was.
But you guys still do that. I'll be watching shows. You guys still do that hip hop shows. And
What type of hip hop? What we still doing?
spinning on
Sitting
your
around bonfires? You don't get out of here with that shit.
Like Sherry said this, and this is what kills me because Sherry grew up in Compton. Gangs are not separated by colors. That's just and she'll say that. And Sherry will tell somebody, like, I grew up in Compton. It's like gangs are separated by colors, but this is that 2 degree of separation where you even live in the community, right? And you don't quite get what's going on. So you'll say it and people are listening to you like you're an authority figure in the conversation. She don't know it's not about color. She know about as much about gangbanging as the movie Colors told people about gangbanging, and live smack dead in the middle of a community, but never got a chance to fraternize with people enough to see the depth of what's happening. So her thing is from really
perception.
Even being right there is not understanding. That's how I feel like it was for us in hip hop. Like, I've been listening to hip hop music, the music my whole life. My whole life. I'm not Snoop and them, Snoop and Jay-Z and them. They had all kind of pop music and shit and funk and shit and all kind of shit before hip hop. I'm not them. My first day breathing air, rap, hip hop was happening. The year I was born, Sugar Hill had dropped Rapper's Delight. So I've only had hip hop, the culture. I've only had it. When I grew up, we wasn't idolizing FUBU or, Louis Vuitton or Gucci. It was about FUBU, what was Russell Simmons' clothes? Rockaway, Fat Farm, Cross Colors, Carl Kanai. All I looked up to was black people my whole life.
Like Lance Carter says, and I feel like between Sherry and Lance, this is pretty easy juxtaposition here on this. So gangs don't represent colors. No, colors represent gangs. It's like you don't start with the flag and then create the country. You start with the country and then create a flag.
But listen, do y'all understand Crips was a thing almost a decade before the blue rag became a thing?
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all know Bloods were Bloods before the red rag became a thing? Like, that is late. That's not what it's about. I get it that that's how you can identify it, but that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. I get it. And it might be some people that's loose. They don't know. So no, gangs don't represent colors. Crips wear all kind of different colors. All kind of different colors. All kind. Grape Steeds wear purple. Buzz Towns wear brown. Lime Hoods, Pyrus, they wear green. It's not, listen, Sherry. Shout out to Sherry. This is dangerous misinformation. Don't go to the thinking you wear whatever. That's not. Listen.
So Sherry, when you come to Cali, you never wear red?
She's just so full of shit.
You never wear red when you come to Cali?
When you wear red, they gonna get you.
They gonna get you.
No, you wear red if you're getting a
get you.
hamburger
Blood's
over at the
gonna get
hamburger
you.
spot by Nickerson. And you wear blue
Blood's
if you're
gonna
going to go
get you.
to a restaurant in another side.
I'm fucking crying. I'm sorry, Lance, because it's funny. Forgive me, Lance. This is my first time seeing you at the lunch table. This shit is funny. He said, Lance Carter said, so isn't that how you identify
Right,
sex?
okay.
Right.
What you say? They using slang right now,
Lance
man.
Carter.
So
No,
isn't
Lance,
that how you
no
identify
There's
sex?
no stupid questions at the lunch table. There can only be
Not at all.
ignorant questions for information. So I'm not laughing for that. But I'm telling you, it's funny because the movie Colors really made y'all feel like this is what it's about. Like, it's about colors. And it's like, no, it's not. So that's not how you would identify set. No.
It done kind of changed over from there to now to the baseball.
even the hat is a bit loose, like right, like we make a like it's a bit said. Okay, a S hat, it depends on where you at, right? You wear an S hat. If you over here on 83rd and Western, they may think you're from 60s. You wear that
Why
same
you just
S
wearing
hat in Compton, people might think you are from Southside. You wear the S hat in Watts, people might think you from the set, from 7th Street. You wear that S stands, it's the first letter of somebody's community. It don't have a overt crazy meaning.
Ain't nobody's walking around with a Seattle hat on anyway, though.
And
man.
again, that's representative
People
of the
from
thing
Seattle.
that predated it.
People from
Like,
Seattle,
I'm
yeah.
sure that like BPS existed before they started
People
wearing
down here,
Cardinals
though.
hats.
Yes.
Some of his mic closer.
Shout out to Dave of Diamondback. That may not be the safest. That might be the worst hat. Diamondback.
Oh, the Houston Astros hat, yeah.
I've heard the safest hat is the Houston Astros hat.
No.
That's
hat-
LA hat. The LA hat is the safest hat, I heard.
Yep. That hat only means one thing specifically.
Yeah.
That only means one thing specifically. It means what? I don't care where you at in Los Angeles. No, I know, Diamondback, but it's funny because that's one hat. Because you can wear a New York hat. If you wear a New York hat on 83rd and Western, you know what I mean? People they may assume you're from 60s or you're from 90s, right? Young neighborhood, NY. But if you wear that same hat in Compton, people may assume you're from Nutty Block. If you wear that hat in Watts, it wouldn't be a threat to you at all.
It's crazy.
Sherry is paying to insult us.
I think
that's an all right business model. That's not a bad.
You know what's so crazy is though, B? It's to the fact that it got to be some type of genius that goes along within that though, B.
I keep saying it, Trap.
No, I'm telling you, B. That's some low key genius shit to be able to like travel out with baseball hats, B. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
All that shit is late. Shout out to Sherry. Yeah. Thank you for the $10. Shout to the conscious community in the comments, says none are on the panel. Thank you for the $10, Sherry. Thank you.
Oh God. She wants to come in. Open the door for. She wants to come in.
Sherry's just something else, man. Sherry made us do a 3.5 fucking hour podcast.
Word.
Sherry dropped the coldest bar in the history of this show, podcast streams or other, during that extended dressing down of the panel. It was pretty epic.
Yeah. But listen, like, again, some of these things are overstated, and it's more culture that goes into the hat. It's not as simple. Like, right? Shout out to Deuce Manifesto, right? KC, that's a couple different hats too. But let's say if you're on the low, if you're near the east side or towards the low bottom, certain people may assume you're from Kitchen, right? That's true, but that's not a standard all across Los Angeles. Like, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Right? It's a little bit more nuanced than that. But again, like, if you water it down into these very silly terms like colors, you know what I mean? Like, the first comment, like, it's not colors, bro. Like, that's not, hats ain't really it. Like, yes, but no. Like, that only matters to those people participating. But most of the time, if people see you, like if you're wearing a Houston Astro hat, you know what I mean? Unless you smack dead somewhere where neighborhoods is at, or specifically somebody who has an issue with Hoovers, most people don't care which hat you wear.
Yeah, Game did have a song for the rundown, right? He ran down all the hats.
I got a song like that.
You got one too?
Yeah, but none of that. It's just like, yes, we're giving you it's like giving you the ESPN Sports Center of the game. Like, yes, it was slam dunk, some steals, but that wasn't 48 minutes of the game. Yeah. They're giving you the highlights of it, and here's the final score. Here's the stat lines that are impressive, and here's our wrap up. That's not the game. You didn't watch the game, and I think that's the problem, right? Trap, like, and this is what I keep getting offended when people keep acting like conscious rap is different than gangster rap, right? It's like you're talking about the highlight of what somebody's talking about. The highlight. Like I always tell y'all, being a Crip don't mean anything specifically. You can be a Crip and a doctor.
You know of some of those?
Yes.
No, you don't.
I know a Crip that's a police. I know a Crip that's a nurse. I know
They
a Crip,
police.
I know a
They
Crip that's a
police.
nurse. I know a Crip that that
They
I
know
know
a Crip
a
going to know 12 years of college and is a complete gangbanger.
What do you mean? What is
You
a
got to be a
complete
doctor. You got to go
gangbanger?
to 12 years of college and be a complete. So when the hell was you gangbanging?
What do you mean gangbanging?
When the hell would you act an active member of a gang if you went to 12 years of college?
You grow up your whole life being from where you from.
I think it's about getting caught and not getting caught.
I'm saying,
You know what I'm saying?
Again, to be a gang member, you don't have to commit crimes. You're from where
You
you're
got to be
from.
active. You got to be active.
I think that's a bad
No, it's
analogy.
active soldier is a part of the infantry. Like that's different, right? They're most homies in the hood ain't riding.
At
Most
one
homies
point
in
they
the hood
was.
ain't riding, huh?
At one point they was.
Never, bro. Do you understand how bad LA would be? Okay, the 60s and A trays probably have 1,000 members apiece in Los Angeles. I don't know if I'm putting too much on it, but it got to be 1,000 of these motherfuckers. 1,000. Do you know how crazy Los Angeles would be if it was 1,000 people shooting at each other?
That's why some critics from some neighborhoods say some neighborhoods are, quote, watered down. Their words, not mine.
I'm talking about it could be 100 homies. 100 people ain't riding. It's going to be less than 30 people riding, 20 people riding. That's not, everybody in the infantry is not the same. Everybody not in the gang is not the same. Like everybody from the hood ain't a criminal, even though they are willing to commit a crime to advance their agenda, but they're not a criminal.
But everybody in hip hop's a criminal though.
No. Shout out to the Tower of Love Foundation. Thank you for that $5. Save our future now and change.org. Oh, these are .coms.
Yeah, it's
Save our
.coms.
future now.com and change.org. Stop the B word now.com. Save our future through music and language. Oh, that's so sweet.
What's the B word?
Blood. Couldn't resist.
I'm just
Couldn't
asking the
resist.
question. I'm just asking the question.
Shout out to Lance Carter. Not true. People feel like if you haven't been to jail in the gang, you're not solid. That's not true. I got homies that are from the set that never been to jail, and I think they solid. So that just can't be true. I'm from a gang. We don't only respect homies that commit crimes. That's just not true. It's more nuanced than that, bro. Like things about gangbanging, you respect men. Like if you a man, like if somebody do something wrong to you, that's not a fact, Lance. It's not a fact, Sherry. Don't do that. Like as a gang member, again, I'm telling y'all, I am a gang member. I can get other gang members on here. If a homie is a solid homie, bro, you love him the same. You just don't want him to be a punk. Now, if you let somebody punk, that's why we don't respect you. We don't respect you just because you out here committing crimes. We don't respect you because you out here committing all the crimes, bro. That ain't something we respect. Like, that don't mean nothing. What do your crimes mean? Imagine you a gang member and imagine, right, King, you on the hill, bro, and there's some guy just out here doing like he a serial killer, murdering.
Oh, no, it ain't going to last long.
17-year-old.
It ain't going to last long. He'll be gone. We gonna get him.
Oh, he a rider from
no, we gonna get him. He gonna be toast.
Yeah, done. He a rider from the.
It's gonna be a car wash.
Putting in work. That's
car wash.
No, that's not. No.
Shout out to Gene. Thank you for the $10. Every hood got a handful of members that are active and doing work. Fact, and that be their job. You got some homies that's really getting to some paper and really active. That is rare. Like, you really got to make a commitment. So it's not as simple as, oh, you just committing a crime and we respect you. That's not true. What type of crime is it for? That we don't respect that. Like, I think that's the confusion. Like, if you out here snatching old ladies' purses, you are the centerpiece mantle of the hood. Hey, he's the guy. You snatch, bro. Nobody respect that. That ain't cool, bro. That is not cool. We not down with that.
That's like children shit, you know.
Oh, they was sending a little way out there to breaking the cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's levels of crime and stuff, and that's kid
that
stuff. Yeah, that's something, you know.
Calvin Dickerson, shout out to $5. Thank you for the $5 rather. Who's your favorite conscious rapper and what killed conscious rap? Consciousness rap. Consciousness rap is not dead, it's still alive. My favorite conscious rapper.
Chuck D.
Chuck is probably up there. Who would I consider a conscious rapper? Probably Pac.
See, that's what I mean by people that make conscious songs doesn't necessarily make you a conscious rapper. So I don't think when Pac was talking about hit him up, was he a conscious rapper?
Oh, he was very aware of what was happening.
He was trying to get the people he was intending to hit up
Yeah.
conscious that was going to happen.
Pac, you said Pac ain't a conscious person?
I didn't say he was a conscious person. I'm saying a conscious rapper though. Like
He
I
is a
want to
conscious
just box him in. He was at one point like early Pac. Like I know they got me trapped Pac like that. Brenda got a baby Pac. Like yeah, that was a conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But I just feel like you can't really just label somebody a conscious rapper because if you label as a conscious rapper, that's all you rap about is conscious shit though.
When did
You don't
Pac
go
rap like
you don't
think
go
I-
out and get around.
That's you can't be aware of the hoes?
See, this is the problem with these streams every time. There's a certain diminishing returns in language where if something means everything, it means nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Shout out to Black T. Thank you for the $10. Grew up in New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. One of my spots, man. I love New Jersey. And grew up as a teenager, then went to college. I'm still from my neighborhood and still hang out. Exactly. Forgive me.
Were
I'm
you with the
sorry.
Rutgers?
Shout out to Black T. Thank you for the $10. I grew up in New Jersey and grew up as a teenager, then went to college. And crewed up as a teenager and then went to college. I'm still from my neighborhood and still hang out with the people I grew up with. Exactly.
Bro, you said crewed up, dude. I don't want to hear none of that shit right there. What the fuck is crewed up, dude?
Niggas on the East Coast.
New Yorkers always got something to say about guys from New Jersey.
Some Jersey
What is it
shit
with New
right
York
there,
and
dude. I
New
ain't never
Jersey
heard that a
like
day in
that,
my
man?
life, dude. Appreciate you doing that, though.
Shout out to Black T again. Sherry, yes, I am from my neighborhood. We throw annual cookouts in the neighborhood. Exactly. We have hood days. My homies had.
Where you from, Black T? If you ain't from Newark right there, I don't want to hear all that right there. I want to hear that you from T-Neck or you got to be from Newark talking like that. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Stay East Coast shit, man. Look, my homies had a Christmas party, a sneaker ball. It was nice. People, community have that stuff all the time. I don't know what Sherry talking about. Sherry act like gang members are just heinously figuring out how to just ruin the world in the community.
No, definitely not that.
That's in her mind. And Sherry grew up in Compton, but I'm telling you, Sherry couldn't come out the yard.
We feed the neighborhood. We do everything.
Everybody do. Man, shout out to Miss Jackson, rest in peace.
We do
Miss
everything.
Jackson, rest in peace, was the matriarch, woman from our community. Her family is probably the biggest family in the neighborhood. Man, if you couldn't eat at home, Miss Jackson would feed you. You know how many times I got in trouble with Miss Jackson fed me?
Yeah. We not savages out there.
Shout out to Will Cashgrove. Glasses, would you say Nipsey is a conscious rapper? I've never considered him one. Y'all would have to kind of tell me more than I would know that. Shout out to LK from the Bay. I've been to a
Black
hood
T.
before.
Sounds good.
It was fun until it was time for fades. Even the fades be fun. A little fight ain't hurting nobody.
It'd be funny too.
Well, the loser quite possibly might
It'd be
be
real
hurt
funny.
slightly.
Yeah, because your homie ain't trying to kill you, bro.
No.
Your homie not trying to kill you. Like if you got to
And
fight,
niggas will
you
stop
gotta
it
fight.
too. Niggas will stop at a certain point when
Yeah.
it's like that.
You can't stomp your homie out now.
That's
No,
not
you
your
can't.
homie. You
Nah.
shoot him. Shout out to Diamondback Photography. Thank you for the $5. Going back to the Astros hat, what did Hoovers do that caused that had to be an issue? Were they really active? So the story of Hoovers is simple, right? Hoovers predate Crippin. Hoover Groovers. And when they first were, when what people call gangs in Los Angeles, Crips and Bloods, began to disseminate across, Hoovers were Crips. After a while, they were fed up with the fact that they were having issues with all kind of Crips. So some of the sections or sects of Hoovers stopped being Crips or Bloods. They became criminals. And they were really a very much an active community when it comes to, resolving or, having issues with other people. I mean, so that hat stands alone like on an island for a lot of their sects, because they're a gang that really don't, not all of them, but a lot of them is like, yeah, we own our own ticket. We're going to do our own thing. So that Hoover is like, a really polarizing, gang when it comes to Los Angeles. I mean, I got a lot of my homies is from Hoover, but, a lot of other gang members, they don't seem like they prefer the company of other Hoover members. How about that? Some of my favorite people in all of gangbanging is Hoover. So, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just think conscious rap complains and gangster rap tries to solve the problem.
Oh boy, man, you gotta. Conscious rap is looking for solutions. Also, you can't do that now. You can't do that, man.
Are they looking or giving solutions?
They pointing out the problem, and they trying to get to the. You know what I'm saying? To resolve the problem. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess not. I understand what you're saying when you say that, but it's like if they're not the ones sitting there saying what the problem is, then we just sitting around here talking about bullshit all day. Then it's basically neither guy.
Shout out to Ray Brown. What's the difference between Brim and Crip and Pyru and Blood? So Brims are a specific community in Los Angeles, right? They're specific communities. And when the fold came down between what makes Crips and Bloods, Brims chose to be opposite of Crips. Because, at that point, their community was fully established and they wasn't trying to get down with what these young kids had going on. So they became a part of that organization you call the Bloods. Pyru and Blood, the difference is Pyrus are Bloods. Depends on which homies you ask. But Pyrus are initially a Compton thing. It's a street in Compton called Pyru Street. And they were already a clique of guys that were really, committed. And when it was time to fall on the other side of Crips and Bloods, they fell on the other side of the organization, but they maintained the name Pyru as their organization. But they aligned themselves with Bloods.
Here's a question.
Sure.
So was the word Bloods a term of saying what's up at first, and was Brim saying what's up, Blood, or was Blood gangs itself like this is a Blood gang, or was it Brims just saying what's up, Blood? Then later on, gangs just started taking on the Blood term.
So from what I understand from my older Brim homies, that's a great question. What I understand from my older Brim homies, Blood was how Black people talk to each other. So they just kept that going as part of their organization.
Yes. Yeah. Then later on, gangs picked it up. Pyrus picked it up.
Well, there was already
Pyrus.
They never let it go.
Okay.
Crips let it go.
Okay.
I mean, Crips used to say Blood as well.
Yeah. Well, I know when I was young, there was no gangs. All Black people said, yeah.
Yeah. They said that in Oakland like every 2 words.
Yeah.
Here's another story. Shout out to
lessons.
Sanders. Early Crips said Blood as well. Original Pyrus used to call themselves Loked or Loked Out. Go look at the DJ Quick first album. So again, the culture is not as separate. That's why I won't let people separate it too far. It's really all street urban culture based out of Los Angeles.
It's like a tree with limbs.
Exactly. It's all the same thing. So it's just unique. So the point I'm saying is the fact that I can explain this, does that not make me conscious and aware of history when it comes to my stomping grounds?
No.
Why not?
No. All right, again, man.
Clearly, you know how you open a dictionary and you find a word and there's 3 definitions of it?
Conscious is one of those words.
It certainly is in this
It's
context.
really not. It's really not. Conscious,
Okay,
you got because you're talking about politics of the hood compared to politics of the government right now, B.
What's wrong with that?
Like, because that doesn't fall within the
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just different.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just different. Yeah, that's a fact.
So it's
wrong with
conscious.
it.
You can't make it not conscious because I'm not talking about what white people are doing in the government. I'm talking about the awareness. I have a greater.
I got you. Got you.
I got you.
I got you. Yeah, finish what you're saying.
Okay, go ahead. No, say what you're saying.
All right. So are you within any way of this politics you're talking about? Are you addressing how it affects the people that is around this situation?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
You are?
Yes.
You do not do that, bro. Sherry, please come up here, Sherry. Sherry. What she said?
See, I think the thing is consciousness don't have to be accepted by the masses, but by those that understand what's being said.
Exactly. So again, for her to say that, I'm telling her, we both grew up in the same place in Compton. She doesn't quite understand. I'm giving her full context of politics and awareness. But because white people are not involved, she doesn't respect
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like, no, it's conscious, but not to the masses. That's not
The
in
fact
that
that
situation.
I'm explaining to you street urban culture at a level that gives you context makes me more aware than 99.9% of the people on planet Earth.
But makes them more aware too, though. So it's a conscious
they're
action.
missing the point of what's happening.
Yeah.
So just like Public Enemy would teach you about politics, I'm teaching you about community politics at the highest level, but Trap doesn't respect it because no white people is involved.
No, bro.
Is that right, Trap?
No, because conscious people, we are looking to bring down the man. You know what I'm saying? I got you know what I'm saying? With the
sound like that movie.
Trap sound like gang members. Hey, Trap sound like gang members. You know, assist the man or something, or work with the man or something. Trap sound like that.
Shout out to Nick. Thank you for that $5, man. Appreciate you, bro. Salute, G.
Trying to bring the man down.
No such thing as gangster rap versus conscious rap. There's us versus the rest of them. That part, Nick. That part. Shout out to Sherry. Glasses only practices caution when he thinks the ops are pulling up. Definitely not conscious. No, what do you mean practice caution? What do you mean caution? Again, if I am not more fully aware of LA street urban lifestyle than 99.9% of the people that live in LA, let alone everywhere else, how am I not a conscious rapper when I express it the best? The problem with how I talk now is there's never been a gangster rapper of my conscious level that's this aware socially. You could ask Snoop Dogg that, you could ask Ice-T that. There's never been, not even Dot. None of them are socially aware of circumstances in our community as me. That's why I get treated like a conscious rapper. You ain't never tripped off that, Trap.
No, I think you're very aware. I think you're very aware of your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on in the hood.
In a way that none of my predecessors was, none of my contemporaries are, and most likely nobody in the future is. So how would I not be an elevated level of conscious rap?
Because you don't speak against the bullshit, though. That's why.
What's the bullshit? I speak against the bullshit all the time. Your confusion on what you think is bullshit. You think if somebody do something out of line that look like me, that mean they shouldn't get a bullet. I'm telling you, you are a coward. I'm telling you, everybody has to behave correctly. Correctly. I don't give a fuck if you look like me or you don't look like me. Do not come take my shit. Don't come in my yard fucking with my shit. Don't come over here asking my people no questions. Don't come around here mistreating people. Simple.
There you go, Willie. There you go, Willie. There you go, Willie. You don't hear Willie Manchester shit right now. You really shit.
Is that wrong? Is that unconscious? If somebody breaking
don't come in my yard, fuck with my shit.
Somebody come break in my yard,
got him.
low rider, and I pop them, is that an unconscious thing to do?
I got him.
Is that an unconscious thing to do?
It gotta be conscious because you didn't call the police.
What if it's Lil Ray Ray?
I don't give a fuck if it's Lil Ray Ray. He stole my car stereo. Why would Lil Ray Ray be in my yard stealing my stereo? Lil
He
Ray
trying
Ray.
to eat. He trying to come out.
So you want to take something from me? You need this lesson.
Ray Ray better make better choices.
Ray Ray.
That's it.
What's the
Better
white
choices.
man that's like Ray Ray? Robert. Everybody. They fucking better fucking choices. Don't fucking take nothing. You be civil, you'll be fine. I feel like I am a fair man. I'm not finna be trying to preach to this man about you trying to steal my stuff. Why you trying to steal my stuff? Belt to ass, Fats.
That's
Belt
it.
to ass.
Fats, what up, Fats?
Belt to ass. That's what I be saying, Name Brand. Oh God, bro. Every time I think about South Central, shout out to Name Brand. Why Loco wait to tell the homie what was going on? That's my
Loco
point.
wasn't all the way there, man. Loco
Loco
wasn't all the way
Hater.
there.
Loco, only reason Loco told Bobby what was up with his son is because he was mad at them. He's a
Give him
buster.
that pack. Give him that pack.
You know what I mean? And then when Bobby risked his life to save his punk ass, he was like, I gotta go. I gotta roll with the sick. Keep me here alone. Little buster ass Ray Ray. Fuck Ray. I mean, fuck Loco
Ray
punk
Ray.
ass.
Loco was scared as shit. Gotta go.
I didn't put myself in this shit to say yo punk ass and you finna get on and rock with the homies after the homies was just marking you out. That nigga is a buster. And that's where I'm thinking people don't get. Loco is a buster. Can't be in here by myself. Buster ass nigga. Loco Sprader, please. Loco is the type of people that niggas like Ray Ray prey on. Can't be in here all alone. Gotta go. Gotta go, Bobby. Fucking Loco punk ass. Every time I think of Loco, people was like that was cool. You got your boy stealing car stereos too.
Got
Why
your
you didn't tell
boy
me long
stealing
time
car
ago?
Got your boys to the
They only
stereo.
paid them $20. And he sell those radios for $100.
Hey, you wonder why we look at y'all a certain way, bro. You got movies like that coming.
Bro, that we didn't make the movie, bro. And don't act like that don't happen in New York. Don't act like y'all don't got homies that's taking advantage. Well, I don't know. I didn't think he had a bad deal. I thought that wasn't a bad deal for Ray Ray, Lil Ray Ray. No, excuse me. I thought that wasn't a bad deal for Ray Ray had going on with Lil Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
Jimmy trying to come up. You out here hustling. You out here doing the wrong thing. Look, I got to hustle for you. I'm going to give you $20. I'm going to sell them for 100. That's not a bad move.
No, that's a starting job. That's train. That's in training right
there. That sounds like every business in the world. McDonald's ain't giving you all the money. They selling the half. They paying you $5 an hour. You might flip 200 burgers. Them burgers sell for $7 a piece.
That's 5 cars in the hour. That's $100. You good to go.
You feel me? And he's counting money, hitting with that extra 20. Ray Ray wasn't that bad. He was just a capitalist.
Ray Ray wore his do-rag tie one time to the back. That's what he felt up at right there, man. He had a do-rag tie.
I think Ray Ray got a bad rap.
Yeah, wasn't Ray Ray the dude from what's the name? The dude from Jamie Foxx show?
No, not Braxton.
That was Braxton, wasn't it?
Oh, that wasn't Ray Ray.
Who was Braxton? Braxton was a gangster in one of the movies.
Was in that OG movie. In the
OG movie. He was an OG. Yeah, he was an OG. He was an OG.
None of us could take you serious. He wasn't even that bad.
Braxton. Niggas had Braxton as a gangster.
He was like, you got that. You never seen the original Gangster? It was like a blaxploitation film.
Yeah. Jim Brown was in that joint. Jim Brown was in there.
Yeah. Shout out to Ruffian TV. Ray Ray was a businessman. He was. He understood how the neighborhood could be valuable.
Yeah, let's take advantage of these young kids, put them out there.
Every last business in the world takes advantage of somebody else. That's why it's called business. If it was fair, shit, it would be called business.
That's
called
what they cry.
Business.
That's why they cry about slave labor and child labor bills and stuff.
Yeah, that's like America talk shit about slavery and then go buy all that shit Chinese made. It's like, what? You don't think at a certain place? It's like, well, they don't live next to me, so if they making them little Asian people
Kid,
work,
yeah,
they making them Asian people work for free.
5
That's
years
on them.
old.
I still want the price. You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
Still one for the low.
That's why I laugh at people like they act like, especially black folks. Shout out to black folks. I love our people, Trap King. I love our people. But when I tell you our people sometimes be on some bullshit, it's like you want this cheap deal because they outsource the slave labor. So Trump is raising the tariffs. Now, look, I'm not saying this is the right way. I have no idea. I am not into politics enough to know how to fix this.
Yeah, you're conscious.
Yeah, but I'm not into politics enough. I don't know all the borders of the money. But what I'm saying is people are mad because he's trying to empower American businesses by overtaxing that price so you stop buying slave labor. Now, whatever his reason for, it's like Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. I don't think Abraham Lincoln liked black people. I think he did it to win a war. Yeah. Y'all getting too much money. Y'all able to fund this war. I need to cripple y'all economy. Free labor, England, stop buying cotton from them. And if you come over here, you don't got to be a slave no more, and you can fight for your freedom of your ancestors. I don't think they like white people. I don't think they like black people. I don't think their goal was to ever free no slaves. I think Lincoln wanted to win the war, but guess what? It still worked out better for us.
But Lincoln didn't free the slave. He just said the North could be free, but the South still had slave laws. So he didn't free the slaves in the South.
He did free the slaves.
He
right?
said North.
But he freed the slaves where he had control. The Southern crackers was doing something different.
They still had slaves.
They was doing some next level shit. So again, you know what I mean? It's like good things can happen for you, even if the intention is good things to happen for you. And you got to respect that. That's why Abraham Lincoln is the greatest president of all time.
Not Trump.
No.
That's it. What's up with you?
Yeah, Trump ain't actually did that yet. Trump got to do
Big T, man. What about Big T? Well, come on, man.
Big T ain't even top 50.
What about Big T?
Big T, where's Big T at? Big T got to do something. When Big T do something, then I'll figure
I had his crypto jumping off. You better go get you some crypto. About to have his crypto jumping off.
He do some fire shit.
I thought this new currency.
Right now, Big T is down there at the bottom end of presidents. Big T down there.
Yo, has anybody ever?
Shout out to Sherry. Glass is over here giving the Crip version of American history, but he had good intention. I always give the Crip version of anything. That's how I understand life, Pete. If you give me the Crip version of business, I master it.
That's true. We turned a Ukrainian discussion into a Crip parallel the other day.
When Pete broke it down to me, I was like, "Oh, that's like funny. When the neighborhood started to."
Hey Pete, you speak Crip?
Crypto?
No, sir.
Crypto.
Don't let Pete fool
you.
He
say that had to be a lot of Crip talk.
Pete know enough Kiwi and Damu to stay alive.
You guys are just my father's sister's kids, just my cousins. That's all.
Shout out to Fats. He said Big T trying to make a $250 bill with his face on it.
That's a fact. Like the queen nigga supposed to.
That's a real New Yorker, bro. That's the thing about Trump. People be like telling me he racist. I'm like,
you gotta be inspired by this. You gotta be inspired.
Look, I think all white people is racist. First off,
yeah.
For the most part, because white people, all humans are racist, but white people got the power. But Big T is a New Yorker. He just an asshole. He don't like. That's how Trap talk. Trap do the same shit, and a motherfucker from Queens like Trap. You don't look at Big T and 50 Cent and see similarities.
Definitely.
Okay, speaking of Queens, who are the two most prolific trolls in modern America right now?
50 Cent, Big T.
yeah, for real.
50 Cent and Big T.
There you
go.
go.
Yeah. You're right.
I bet you Big T being the 48 laws of power and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't judge his presidency because he ain't did nothing fire yet. He got to do something fire. Like in my list, you got Lincoln, you got Andrew Jackson, and you probably got Kennedy. Andrew Jackson even had slaves and he made my list. Trump got to do some work to get anywhere near top anything. He ain't did nothing yet.
He gonna do it. Yo, you seen your boy going crazy last night again?
Who?
Your boy who shouldn't have married that chick.
Man, I'm not messing with Ye, man. Ye on that.
Yo, bro. Did you
Oh, you
see him
talking
flip
about
it over and say my out? Huh?
Hey, Trav, you talk about we sending a text to Joe Rogan or somebody else?
Not even that though. He said the outfit for tomorrow. And he had a Ku Klux Klan shit though, B, with the what's name?
No, I didn't see that.
I'm not messing.
Yeah, bro. That shit was crazy. I said, yo, this man, yo, listen. I mean, but like I said, there's always a method to his madness, though, B. He got a method, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like you try to get this message across.
He basically just turned into the Sukiyana of self-promotion.
Yeah, that was crazy when I seen that though last night. I seen like 4 a.m. I'm like, what the? I'm like, yo, he's bugging. All right, where we at?
I don't know, man. Obama wouldn't even be in my top 5, man. Obama might be like 8 or 9. Like Obama did a bunch of fly stuff. I like what he tried to do for healthcare. Like I'm in on that. That's about it. I thought that was cool. That was cool. Like he did his stuff. You know what I mean? Like
you ain't got Bill Clinton on there.
They can't get health care.
Yeah, I can't grade on the curve. He did find poor people.
He can't get health care. Is that what you talk about? He did. Yeah, we talk about that Obama.
I mean, gave us cell phones.
It's a tough job. He did give people cell phones.
Trap phones.
Man, so you could sell more drugs and be more hidden. Because that's all trap phones are doing.
Look, Obama probably 7, 8.
Where you got Reagan at?
That nigga ain't even top 10.
What you mean? The governor was he the governor of California? You guys don't
Reagan
support?
No, Reagan wouldn't be in my top 10.
Where Bill Clinton?
Might be like number 9. Clinton and Biden with that crime bill, they failed.
Yeah, that crime bill was crazy.
That was like they failed like to 9 and 10. Clinton was actually look.
Yo, the Clinton joint.
Yeah.
I never had
Clinton. You talk about that crime bill. That was crazy though too. But the communication bill he passed though was the reason why we at where we at when it comes to music right now though, dude. When he merged all the radio stations all together, you know what I'm saying? It was no more sound, no more regional sounds like that. He put it all together. I read about that shit one day. I said, damn, that was a mean bill he passed, the communication bill.
I think the same thing with banks.
It went with banks too?
You used to only have like state banks.
And now you don't have it no more, huh?
I mean, you have them, but they're largely irrelevant. The main big few consolidated, federally backed banks dominate the industry and dictate finance in the country.
Here's a better question before we get up out of here. What is Trump going to be known for, Pete? What would put him in the top 5 for me? What's he going to be known for?
It depends on how things go, I suppose. That exists largely in the abstract because he's only been actually in office for less than 2 months.
Gotta count the other 4 years though too.
Sure.
But he didn't really do nothing.
So he ain't doing nothing those 4 years.
That's not a bad thing though.
Yeah.
I mean, like you look at like Obama's healthcare bill, like, and you think that was good. It crippled the healthcare industry. It was not a good healthcare bill. It was just prolifically marketed. So
Trump gave up all that money during COVID.
It helped people who never got insurance. Insurance. Well, I guess
you ain't need it. You know, you're not going to get turned down from healthcare. I haven't had health insurance in 17 years. Like, I've been uninsured for 17 fucking years.
How do you pay the bill?
I pay it in cash, or I have it on my credit and fight it 6 years later when it's about to come off. I've done that 3 times. I got slapped with like $3,800, $4,800
That's crippin' right there.
For a while, I advocated against it, get it wiped off.
There.
That's crippin'.
Fuck him, huh, Pete?
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know.
Tell me about that, Pete, a little bit more. I like the thought of that.
I don't know about that. That's crazy right there.
Yeah,
I was
go
kinda
to a
odd, I
hospital
ain't
because
gonna
here's
lie.
the thing:
Your medicine
hospitals
be a
get
lot of
paid
money.
either which way. Okay, they want to charge you. If it goes in arrears, the government will give them a check. So then you go back and you complain or you do whatever the hell or blah 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 blah. It sits in your credit. You can settle it down for pennies on the dollar, or they'll just wipe it off. Usually, if you go in and complain about it,
What's your credit score?
it's like 680 right now. I got
But
some
Pete
that's
is
not
a
bad,
white
though.
man. He don't live like
That paid.
he not.
I could get it
to.
to 740 in a day, but I want to have my cash doing other things right now.
I got you.
Pete a player, bro. That's why Pete. That's why I love Pete, because Pete really like a white man. He not like a traditional white man acting like he like niggas. He like a real white man. He like the motherfucker. He fuck what we fuck with. Fuck everything else.
That was like I said years ago. If
But
you really want to get after a
think
policeman that does you sideways,
Player Pete.
contact internal affairs. I got my 2 cops thrown in fucking jail.
Shout out to LK. Get a healthcare savings account. I like that. LK. Expand on that, please.
Yeah.
Expand on that. LK. That's interesting.
Yeah, you could do
Yeah,
that. I mean, my whole
What's a healthcare savings account? I'm interested.
that would be like just
Putting
a
money away.
concentrated allocation of cash for healthcare that you just let grow and grow and grow. And if you
Yeah,
need it,
put
you
money
have a
away
lump
for a
sum
rainy day.
available.
Okay, sure, it doesn't matter.
So wait a minute. So you said if you have a health issue, you can get help even without healthcare.
Yeah, you don't have to have healthcare to. And if you have shitty healthcare, good specialists don't accept that anyway. Like there's a big difference between health care and health coverage. They aren't the same thing. If you have shit Medicaid, you aren't going to stroll into some expert in his field at Cedars who's getting paid $900K a year and he's going to go, perform a brain surgery for you. You aren't going to pay for it. He's not going to cover you because he's not on their plan.
So you saying with Obamacare, that same person wouldn't perform brain coverage? Wouldn't they?
No.
Perform brain coverage?
No. Not at all.
Can't give out misleading
But isn't there
information
levels of
right now.
Obamacare though? Isn't there levels based off
Because
of your financial?
There are, but that's the
income?
same as always.
Yeah,
was
I
like
agree
every
with
doctor has to
They just
take
force
on
you to get
a
insurance. That's what they did.
Medicare though. Every doctor has to take on one form of Medicare though. If not plenty other ones though. So it might not be your actual Medicare that you're covered under, but
I
they
don't know
have a
if
Medicare
there's
they
people
cover
who
stuff.
never get help and die.
Hmm?
I don't know if that's true. Like I think what Pete is saying is not crazy. The more I
It's
think
not.
about it, it's
It's
like
not.
No, it's not. I understand what you're saying though.
like he's saying like
This is a great example is like the European program. They say, oh, everybody in Europe has healthcare coverage. If you go actually look at what the wait times are to get certain cares in Europe, they exceed the life expectancy of the ailment.
what
Yeah,
about
Canada
somewhere like
too.
Canada?
Canada got free
Same
health
thing.
coverage.
That's why people with money in Canada come down here, pay out of pocket, and get their shit done like that.
But don't we go to Mexico and do that?
If you need bigger cheeks, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Colombia.
They do go to Colombia. The girls do go to Colombia.
Yeah, I mean, don't we do the
Girls
Get,
same?
your jibs, get their furniture fixed and all that.
Man.
They do fly to the DR for them surgeries.
Yeah.
Kanye
Colombia,
unfortunately knows something
Man.
about that.
Pete is right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who that really helped? It helped pharmaceutical companies.
That's
That's
it.
who it helped. Pharmaceutical companies made out like bandits on that deal.
I thought Trump was supposed to be repelling that Obamacare Act.
This is the mark.
What's his name? Campaigned on doing that and then voted to keep it and then died. McCain.
Oh man.
Okay, so what you saying is with Obamacare, which I'm not finna get into politics because I don't know enough, but I'm gonna ask this question because it is important. So you saying because it made everybody have a kind of a concept of it made insurance accessible to anybody. So really it made
it mandatory, not accessible.
No, it has because they make it accessible. So they have to lower the value of it so you can afford it. They have to in California specifically, I don't know about everywhere else. In California, they had this thing called Coverage California. So like whatever you make, right? If you need insurance, they'll match it. They'll put the rest of it in as long as you make this amount of money.
Yeah, just to
And
say,
then you get this insurance.
yeah, Obamacare is based off of money, how much money you make, and that's how much coverage. If you make nothing, they'll give you full coverage. Like P said, it'd be the shittiest medical
It'd be
coverage you can
Medicaid,
have.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you make more money, could afford a better, higher insurance, because there's about 5-6 insurance companies that runs through Obamacare itself.
So what makes it different than Medi-Cal itself?
States,
Or not
different
having
states
Nothing.
call it different.
California saw no change. Most Medicaid saw very little change. There was a marginal gap of people that saw some sort of a change, but basically, by and large, it's bankrolled insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies.
But I'm this crazy you said that, okay, because I know somebody that's being affected by that. Shout out to LK from the Bay. She said employers also have to provide insurance for full-time employees. So what they do is they make people work 38 hours so they don't have to get them insurance.
Yeah,
So
That's here in
they
California?
lowered the number, and that's why you saw there was a lot of jerking around of numbers during that time frame. So yeah, they lowered the mandate of hours to provide health insurance, and what that led to was a shit ton of 1099s. Companies started switching to making people 1099s, and you also started seeing a reduction in full-time employment and an escalation in part-time employment.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's like, would you rather work full-time and have no health insurance, or just work part-time and have no health insurance?
This is such an interesting thing. This is why I'm not into gang. This is why I think gangbanging is better than government politics. This is a really tough problem to solve, because I can't imagine employing people and then trying to have to put insurance on people that's full-time. That's an expensive thing to have.
Kind of, but the people who it sucks the most for is me and you, because I go and contact United Healthcare and I want insurance. They're going to charge me a fortune for it. My insurance, I was paying insurance for a brief period after my companies were paying for it that I worked for, and before that bill passed. Once it passed, it went up 180%. I dropped it. I was not going to pay this shit.
Wow, 180%?
180%. Yeah, it went up.
California, they stopped
well over double.
Like in California, a lot of car insurance companies, because what they're trying to do, kind of like a tough out, where it's like they want to limit how much they can raise insurance, like on cars, houses. That's what happened to the fires. People don't have insurance.
Yeah,
California is capping how much insurance companies can raise, but you raising the price of the home. So it's like you have to compensate somewhere, and so they have different expectations that don't go together. Like you can't make laws for poor people and rich people and middle class people. Yeah. It's just, and you can't demand that humanity takes care of itself. That's been my point this whole time. That becomes a socialist society, so it don't fit. So I get why Republicans argue with Democrats and Democrats argue with Republicans. It really is kind of like a flawed thing. It's flawed, you know what I'm saying? But that's their job, Keisha. Their job is they're in it to make money. Like they're not in it to take care of humans. That's their job. That's the business of that.
But that's what this United States is a business. It is a company that people forget to understand that, Trump is running a company. The United States government is a company. Trump is running a company. So that's why he's thinking that way, terrorist money and things like that. He's not thinking social.
Not thinking about people.
Yeah, that's a business to him.
Yeah, but if this is a capitalist society, then you have one of the better capitalists running the country.
There it is.
But I don't know if that works for every human there. Like you probably need to become, each person needs to become an entity themselves. They need to become a business. I feel like in Trump's America, and I'm not vested in politics at a major scale. Like I get it from a simple level, just ideas. To me, as with this president, you need to have a business, but you need to be a business.
Pete just made a good point. People are now doing 1099s, which is making them their own business.
But that's to me the goal. Like you have to get people to become a business.
So I think
going that direction, businesses are going to get the breaks.
They're going to get the best breaks.
But you have to give businesses the breaks, because businesses employ citizens. Citizens are not their own businesses. So I get how the concept will work. Now, will it? I don't know. I
think Trump is going to go in that direction, though.
Invested.
He's a business person, so he's thinking in that direction at least.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. This was a hell of a conversation. What happened? No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, right here on Digital Soapbox YouTube channel. Digital Soapbox. Click the thumbs up button. Let everybody know you're in the house. If you're on Facebook, share this post. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I had a good time today. Look below. It's a link to the No Ceilings podcast. That's the reason why we do this stream. It's a really great episode dropping tomorrow. I'm going to visit some tweets I made because that's the only way I would do it is when they pay me for it. I wouldn't do it for free. Episode dropping tomorrow. Y'all can check that out. Look, it's a link below right there. The No Ceilings podcast, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, and anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Network, iHeart, and we out this thing. Much love.